Everybody, welcome back to Barbecue by Biggs. Today we're going to throw down some pork belly. Just like the football that's going to play this afternoon, we have a versus two. We have Meat Church versus Sucklebusters. So we're going to take the middle out of this big pork belly and we're going to cut it in half, and then we're going to sprinkle some Meat Church on one and Sucklebusters Hogwaller on the other. And then at the end, we will see who wins. Stay tuned, guys. All right, we're gonna get our firebox situated. We got some B&B charcoal and a little split. I'm gonna put the little split on the bottom. I'm gonna take the B&B charcoal and fill it up on the sides. Some people put the split on top. I prefer it to be on the bottom. It allows it to get really warm before it ignites. It gets a better smoke. A lot cleaner smoke than putting it on top. I'm leaving a pocket here in the front. I'm gonna put a half a chimney of charcoal in the front here to get it started. We're just gonna load this B&B charcoal all around the split and towards the back. You just take that chimney and pour it right in that front pocket. Shut it up and come to temp. We're gonna go up to about 250 degrees today. All right, we'll come back when it's ready. All right, welcome back. What we have is about a 10-pound pork belly that we picked up from Costco. They had them for $2.99 a pound. About $30 got this big old slab of meat. So we got it out of the package. Now we're just gonna get it dry. So grab you some paper towels and just pat it dry and make sure that the skin, you try to get all the moisture that you can off of it from that bag. We're gonna take it and we're gonna cut it into 3 different pieces, and we're gonna use the middle piece for this cook. We're gonna use the other ends for another cook when we do burn ends. So what we're gonna do is just cut the middle out of this. The middle part of this pork belly is the meatiest and the most consistent as far as size goes. As you can see here, the thickness all the way across is even and consistent and makes for a better cook. We like smoked pork belly and we like pork belly burn ends. Take a minute in the comments below and tell us what you like to do with your pork belly. So we're going to take this half, and we don't want to smoke the whole thing at one time. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half, and we wanted to have a versus today with one rub against another. We got 2 decent rubs here that we want to kind of have a taste test against each other. So we're going to take the Sucklebusters Hogwaller and the Meat Church Honey Hog and kind of put them head to head and see what the difference is between the two. In their look, we'll show you kind of what the bark differential is, and at the end we'll see how they taste. On the sides first, and then we'll just get a liberal coating on the front and the back of both the Sucklebusters Hogwaller and the Meat Church Honey Hog. We'll get these rubbed up and out on the smoker, and already you can tell a difference. The Sucklebusters is a little bit lighter on the flakes, and the Meat Church has some bigger, chunkier seasonings in there. All right, the pit's ready to go. We're gonna get these pork bellies on the smoker. For reference, the back one is the Meat Church, the front one is the Sucklebusters Hogwaller. So we'll get these on there and then we'll come back and spritz them in about an hour. So we'll see you guys then. Hey, it's been about an hour. We're gonna check on these pork bellies. We're gonna spritz them up and see how they're looking. All right, I've been rolling along about 250. Let's check on these pork bellies. Oh yeah, we'll get them sprayed up. Look at those things, the color. Look at the color of those. Remember that front one here, that's the Sucklebusters. That back one's the Meat Church. Both of them have great flavor. We'll get them all spritzed up and see how they work. Just want to spritz them just a little bit to keep them moist, keep them from drying out. Don't forget the sides. And then we'll check in on them in about another hour. See you guys then. All right, that pork belly's been on for about 2 hours now. Been rolling about 250 degrees. Let's check in on it and give it one more spritz. All right, let's see how they're doing. Oh yeah, that color's looking good. Coming along nicely. We'll give it another hour and check and see if the bark is the way we like it and get her wrapped up. Right now we'll get a spritz on it. All right, we'll check them again in about an hour. All right, let's check in on this pork belly. Oh man, that is looking great. Look at that bark. Let me get you in close here. Remember, this front one is the Sucklebusters, and then this back one is the Meat Church. They are coming along good. We'll probe them, see how tender they are. Oh, like butter. About 192 degrees. Got a little resistance there. Little resistance there. That one feels pretty good in the back. So about another 30 minutes or so, these should be done. We'll check back on them then. All right, we'll bring you back in about 30 minutes. All right, we're about 4 hours and 45 minutes in. We're gonna get this pork belly pulled off, wrapped in foil, and then let it sit for about 30 minutes or so before we slice it. We'll get that done now. Let's check it out. Let's get in here and look at this thing. Oh yeah. Get you a little closer. Remember, this front one is Sucklebusters. That one in the rear is Meat Church. Look at the bark on those things. Spongy. That's ready to come off. We'll get them wrapped up. We'll get them wrapped up and pulled off. All right, we'll bring you back to cut them up. Been resting for about 30 minutes. Still fairly hot. For reference, we have Sucklebusters on the right here. We have Meat Church on the left. Let's cut into the Meat Church first. Oh yeah, look at that. Just juice running out. Soft, juicy. Let's cut into this one too. Got the Sucklebusters. See that color of that Meat Church is great. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, that's on point. Really soft. Got a lot of good flavor. Let's try Sucklebusters. There's a color of Sucklebusters. Give that a try. Man. That's delicious too. I think in this one I'd probably give the Sucklebusters an edge The Meat Church was a little bit more salty, but if you like the salt, go with the Meat Church. Either way, they're both damn good rubs and turned out great. You guys try it. See y'all next time. We're good.